Alright, so now it's time to import our character into the game. So I'll go up to here again, import, because we're not importing a package from Unity, we're importing our own little unique thing. So on my desktop I've got my FBX, hopefully you've exported your file as an FBX, and I'm going to paste her in. Awesome. So now we've got this in the project area, we've got this little model, I've got my model, got my rig, I've got my animation. I've got one animation on my character here, it runs for 30 frames, and we can run it and you can see it's a limping person. So at the moment we don't have texture on it, so we're just going to go to materials, no name, texture, oh, got no texture, awesome. So I'm just going to pause for a minute and go find my texture. Okay, so I found my texture now, and I just imported it. I'm going to just chuck it in over the top. Now my character actually looks like a character. Now when I run this, they are a person hobbling along. So now for the animation part of it. So now we're going to chuck our character into the game, and we're going to hit F to focus in on it. Alright, so now we've got a little character in there. If we get our main cam, so we want to attach our camera to that person, so we chuck it inside it, and we're just going to set the position back to 0, 0, 0. There we go, rotation of 0. Now we're going to pull it up, pull it behind the player, and rotate it down a little bit. So there we go, we got our player. So we've got our player, so now our player's in here, but not doing much at the moment. Alright, so let's go adding some things about this player. Okay, so now we've got to look at this animation. So we're going to go back to the base bit and look in the model. So we really don't need to change anything in the model. You just leave all that alone. In rig, you've got your animation type. We do need to do something with this. We need to change it to legacy. And what that does is make sure that all the animations for that character actually run on that character. There we go. Done. And something's just happened to my material again. Just broken my... I just broke my model again. That's alright. So now we got legacy on that. Store in root new. Yep. Just leave that around. Alright, animations. And we're just going to leave all this alone. So if you had more than one animation, they'd pop up down here in your clips. Because that one clip is just that action. Alright. So now when we go into here, that's set up and it play once. Just once. Alright, but that's not very good. We need it to loop. Alright. So we're going to add a component now. We're going to add script. And new script. And we're going to go walk animation. C#. And there we go. Make sure you name the file correctly. And there we go. We've created this animation. So we're just going to open it up. Going to bring up MonoDevelop. Just going to wait for this to load up. Excellent. So now, this start function is when the play when the game starts, anything that's in here, that'll be run first. This update loop is every frame, this update loop is run, and whatever's inside here will determine what will happen. Right, so we want to play the animation. Play. There we go. So we're going to play the animation. And I'm going to go animation wrap mode is equal to wrap mode loop. Yep. And make sure you save it. Make sure it's saved. And let's go back over here into Unity, and we don't have any arrows, which is great. So let's run it, and you've got a little person doing their animation over and over and over again. So, but now still can't use any of the keyboard keys to make a move forward. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to set up some keys so that we can move player forwards. Alright, so why did we import these? These are great little things. Alright, so we're going to add a few components to our player. Character control. This is a little object that surrounds our player and interacts with the environment we've got it in. So we're going to need to push this up so that it's aligned with our character. So it's aligned with our character. We're going to move our whole character up a little bit, just off the ground, and we're just going to make sure that this bubble here lines up with our character. There we go. So now when I play it, there we go, nothing new happens. That's alright. Okay, so next thing we're going to add is a character control motor. Yep, this is a great little device. Great little thing. Allows us to control the speed of the player. So now if we run this, good, nothing happens just yet, that's alright. So we're going to add another component, character, dot input. So this is the input from the keyboard. Now when we run this, we can move forwards. We're going pretty fast at the moment. We can go left, we can go right, we can go backwards, forwards, but that's about all we can do at the moment. Alright, so now we need to figure out how to make the player turn in the direction that we want them to turn. So we're just going to stop this for a second. Okay, so now we need to be able to turn the player. So we're going to use the mouse to turn the player. So we're going to go into camera controls and go mouse look. Alright, and we're just going to select the x-axis. So set that to 0. Set these to 0 and 0. There we go. Now we can rotate the player based on where the mouse position is. So we can move around our environment and climb up this hill using the mouse. Other things we can do is hit spacebar and jump. We can jump a long way. It's pretty impressive. Alright, so we've still got the animation going even though it's stopped. So we better fix that now, because we only want it when we move forwards. I'm going to go back into this script we made. So back into monitor develop. Here we go. Okay, so we're going to say if copy this code in, so we're going to go if the W key, which is the forwards key, is true, we're going to enable the animation, so we're going to run the animation. We're going to go else, save that, come back in here, we got a error, so let's go back to here, and good. Make sure you got all the brackets closed off. There we go, no errors. Now we should be able to run this, and no animation, when we're not heading forwards, no animation. There we go. Now we got a little character running around in our game environment. So there you go. Nice, quick, simple way to get a character in with an animation to move around. After you've inputted all this, you can start mucking around with the speed of the character, because my player was limping. I'll just reduce its speed so it actually looks like she's limping. There we go. Limping person rather than a person who looks like they were running at 100 miles an hour.